Good evening, everyone. Evening. Hello. Oh, I can hear. ちょっと待って。Okay, I found it. Hi! みんな、こんばんは! Good evening, good evening. Hello, hello Toasty, hello Candy, hello Shizuka, Ice Cream, Axis, Avery, hello. Liam, hello, Orbital-san, hello. Samantha, hello. Hello Leslie, hello Alejandro. Rinoa, welcome. Kali, hello. Mika, hello. Chris, welcome. Ashley, hello. Did I miss anyone? Nixie, hello. Salty, hello. Hello, say hi everyone. Hello, good evening. Wow. Konbanwa. That looks cozy. I I try my best to look scary sometimes. But why does it look cozy to you? To you guys? Try my best to look scary, but it ends up looking cozy most of the time. Oh no! Oh no! I can't read kanji. What is this? Something fun. Something Yeah, I'm a ghost. What would you think? That's what. Hello, Izora Pogi. What's up? Ash Wednesday. Oo nga pala, no? Baka minus ligtas points ba to? Pag ganito. Hello, Buhay is Life. Welcome. Minus ligtas points ba? Alam, dapat kasi, yung iniisip ko kasing just chatting kanina. Actually, last minute lang to. I was actually planning to like do a just chatting stream and then supposedly your English because I wanted to practice my English. Like a kind of stream where if I speak Tagalog, I'll end the stream. Something like that. But I don't know. It doesn't sound fun. So. Pa-share na ako. Matlika. Ika dito. Hello, Ringo. Welcome. Probably because I am not easily frightened. I also have some friends here. Oh, I see. Minus points ba yun? Diba? Ano mo ginagawa pag Ashray? That sounds fun and challenging, really. I wanted to practice my English because I don't think my English is like good. I stutter a lot and then I know how to be coherent most. I try. But ayun, I wanted to do it different. So, hi. Tignan mo yung monitor ko butas oh. Ako monitor butas. Can you guys hear the rain? Also prepared rain for para ano, medyo vibes. But you guys said it sounds cozy. Why does it sound cozy? What the hell? But that's fine. Yeah, it sure is. Practice will never fail you. Oh, that's right. I heard that from SB19. Hello, Alia. Welcome. Ang hirap makipag-convo in English lalo na pag walang practice. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mas minus ligtas points yung di mo alam na. Sorry po. Ano naman, medyo alam ko kanina pero nakalimutan ko. Kasi last minute nga. Hello, Soy Sauce. Good evening. I'm sorry. Masama bang mag ganito kapag Ashwin? Is it bad to carry stuff during Ashwin? I didn't. Palakasan to ng loob at kaluluwa. Yeah, I guess this is a form of also this can be also a form of practice for me because I'm gonna read it English. But it still helps. It still helps. Still practice. But maybe I'll do that sometimes. The actual if I speak Tagalog, I'll end the stream. I feel like I'll be more challenged to speak in English because of that. Hello Izuku, welcome. You're supposed to be working for the goddess. Yeah, I did earlier. Actually, I had off because I had the booster boosted. I didn't feel anything though. I guess there's does it really have side effects? Hello, the name is what? Sarsi. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Translate Filipino creepypasta into no, I won't go that far. Sometimes it's in the writing that makes the pasta creep. I can only do 2 sentences, or I can make one. Tomorrow is money. Hello 4G, welcome. Perfect occasion, you get to it's still practice. Still practice. But it's fine. Translating stuff is hard. Yeah, that's true. Especially if there's like idioms that you need to translate into your own language. It sounds different. Like, for example, when you translate, it's not my cup of tea. You don't translate it as hindi iyon ng aking tasa. Tsaa. It's different. Don't translate literally. So it's hard. Naglalag ako. Oh! That's okay. Let me know if I lag. I'm not sure if the internet is... I'm fine. Thank you for asking. The difficulties of translating. Yeah. Nakakatakot na pansit. Hello, second account. I forgot what was your first. We're gonna have pastas that is... Hi. So I found a website with the list. So the creepypastas are pre, so you'll find something that is short and easy to read for today for starters. I found like a list. Are you guys familiar with? Let me open my monitor. Mahirap mag-translate since you need to be familiar with both language and culture. Yeah, that's true. That's very... Yeah, ano. The dubbing, the language to language dubbing, the cross language dubbing is really hard, and I look up to those people behind the scenes, like the script writers, because it takes a lot of work to think of the proper translation for the language, be it like Tagalog to English, to Tagalog, or like Korean to anything to anything. You need to know what it means behind the meaning of the language. Oh, ang cute ng arigato. You should fear me though, since Rah! Fear me! Rah! Okay. So. But this is the list. It's not showing full. But Wah! Wah! Scary. Wah! Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Truly terrified. So, are you guys on? Okay. I'll pick the first one. No fear. No, how? No, you should. Fear. I don't know. I have I actually have what you call mixed feelings about being cute and being scary. Because I wanted to be scary because technically I'm a ghost, right? But I also wanted to be cute because I'm a VTuber. Mostly because I'm a VTuber. I mean, isn't like cuteness the one of the things that it's a stereotype I believed in. Hello, Patricia. Welcome. No, you're not late. We haven't started. But it worked. Kakabalik ko lang tas ang kantang bungad nura. Ah! Ah! Ayoko nang... Pinakaayokong tinitignan si An. Ito, bearable pa to eh. Pinakaayokong tinitignan si Momo. Mas cute si Momo. Okay, Momo. Living best of both worlds. Cute and scary. Rah! Rah! See? Do you guys notice that my mouth rigging is wide? Rah! I purposely asked my parents for this because you know scary ghosts have white mouth. Wow. But it actually ended up making me look cute. For some reason. It's fine. Why choose be both scary and cute? I am nakakatak cute. Identity crisis? Yeah, that's totally me. Kain ako habang nano. Oh, yeah. You guys should prepare your snacks. Because we're gonna read through Creepypastas. You can call yourself scary, but in our hearts we know the truth. Fear me! Rah! Rah! Is that Jeff the Killer? Yeah, it's Jeff the Killer. It's the first one. I wanna read Psychosis. Parang it's this summary. It's relatable, so I wanted to read it first. Wide for scariness, yes. But your wide knot is what makes you. Ah. I actually have my papa actually did another like version of the rigging. I don't know where the mouth rigging was creepy. Wow. But I actually prefer this one. See my identity crisis. I want to be cute, but I want to be scary too. It's like an uncanny cute and daijoubu. Prepares. Oh, I don't have Sticko anymore. I do have nothing. Fuck. Merienda, guys. Oh, I want the fry. Prepare the snacks para di tatakbo mo. Yeah, I'm gonna start reading like post-death crisis. Yeah, that's true. I already have it. So, meron pala tong estimated reading. So, most of the things that we're gonna read will be the pastas that are like less than para hindi. I don't know. Ah. Guys, are you guys ready for some storytelling? It's gonna be or like. But are you guys familiar with creepypastas? I used to enjoy reading this before. Then I lost time. I lost the time to. There was a lot of like creepypastas. Actually, not really creepypastas, but there were some creepy stories in the internet. There were forums for that. Doon ako tambay that. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're ready. Ready. Ah, dun. Okay, chat. Let's go. Read this one. It's like in the middle of the day for me, but creepypastas get me a lot. Ah. Yeah, I think that 20... So, medyo luma. Ang taon na rin naman kasi ako. Yes, I used to be a creepypasta fan when I was in... It is that like... Or K-12. When do you do a cover of Konayuki? Konayuki. That's... I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar. Maybe I can see. Never read creepypastas now. Okay. Let's start. So this one, the first one is Psycho. Don. Do. Oh. Can you guys hear me properly? Can you guys hear me properly? Like, am I not being... engulfed by the rain? Baka mag-jumps. No. I don't like jump scares too. I'm not gonna do that to you. Hi! Okay, let's go. Should I turn on the reverb? I it's should I turn on the reverb to add more scare? Turn. Also, oh, maybe I should have prepared the ones I read. If you were to shop, so I would do. Kera daw siya pero ayaw mag-jump. Kaya syempre. Care lang tayo, walang jump. Care lang, walang jump. Hello, Sai! Welcome! Yeah, it's Poopy R's. Okay, maybe I'll just... Let's try it. What the first story without the reverb and then the second story with the reverb. I'm having nightmare after it. I'll hold your hand and feet. I don't know how to. I don't really know how to call you because I started all of this. Anyway, everyone, welcome to the stream. So we're gonna start with psychosis. Right, okay. I'm not sure why I'm writing this down on paper and not on my computer. I guess I've just noticed some odd thing. It's not that I don't trust the computer. I just need to organize. I need to get down all the details that are objective. Somewhere I know that what I write can't be deleted, changed. Not that that's happened. It's just everything blurs together, and the fog of memory lends a strange cast to this. I'm starting to feel cramped in this small apartment. Maybe that's the problem. I just had to go and choose the cheapest apartment. The only one in the basement. It is so I don't... Basement. The lack of windows down here makes day and night seem slip by seamless. I haven't been out in a few days because I've been working on this programming project so intensively. I suppose I just wanted to get it done. Hours of sitting and staring at the monitor can make anyone feel strange. I know, but I don't think that's it. I'm not sure when I first started to feel like something was up. I can't even define what it is. Maybe I just haven't talked to anyone in a while. That's the first thing that crept up on me. Everyone I normally talk to online while I program has been idle. Or they've simply not logged on at all. My instant messages go unanswered. The last email I got from anybody was a friend saying he'd talk to me when he got back from the store. And that was yesterday. I'd call with my cell phone, but reception's terrible down here. Yeah, that's it. I just need to call someone. I'm going to go outside. So far so good. Why do you even code? Don't you have your own room? Why do you code inside the basement, man? Of course the signal would be bad. This is why you work in the attic. Because the signal is much better. Rayu, no, I'm an attic. I prefer the attic. Ayoko sa masikip. Ayoko sa ayoko sa madilim. Ayoko sa maputik. Let's go. Well, that didn't work so well. As the tingle of fear fades, I'm feeling a little ridiculous for being scared at all. I looked in the mirror before I went out, but I didn't shave the 2-day stubble I've grown. I figured I was just going out for a quick cell phone call. I did change my shirt though, because it was lunch, and I guess that I'd run into at least one person. That didn't end up happening. When I went out, I opened the door to my small apartment slowly. Small feeling of apprehension had somehow already lodged itself. For some indefinable. I chalked it up, having not spoken to anyone but myself for it. I peered down the dingy gray hallway, made dingier, even a word, by the fact that it was a basement. On one end, a large metal door led to the building's furnace room. It was locked. Two dreary soda machines stood by it. I bought a soda from one the first day I moved in, but it had the 2-year-old expiration date. I'm fairly sure nobody knows those machines are even down here. Or my cheap plant lady just doesn't care to get them restored. Done. The setting is kind of... It's really just a basement apartment. Who put an apartment in the basement anyway? What? That's so uncomfortable. Hello, Julia. Welcome. Only boomer ghosts live in the basement, right? Yeah, because they don't have internet down there. Yung mga parents na. Hello, Sayuki. Welcome. Smells damp, right? Ugh, I really can't imagine leaving. I closed my door softly and walked the other direction, taking care not to make a sound. I have no idea why I chose to do it, but it was fun giving into the strange impulse not to break the droning hum of the soda machine, at least for the. I got to the stairwell and took the stairs up to the building's front floor. I looked through the heavy door's small square window and received quite the shock. It was definitely It was definitely not lunchtime. City gloom hung over the dark street, and the traffic lights at the intersection in the distance blinked yellow. Dim clouds, purple and black from the glow of the city, hung overhead. Nothing moved, save the few sidewalk trees that shifted in the wind. I remember shivering, though I wasn't cold. Maybe it was the wind outside. I could vaguely hear it through the heavy metal door. And I knew it was that unique kind of late night wind. The kind that was constant, cold, quiet, save for the rhythmic music it made as it passed through countless unseen. Yeah, you get your tongue. That's why I'm trying to slowly feel the words. I decided not to go out. Oh, he thought it was lunchtime. Doesn't he have like that computers have? And when he went out. But then he went out and then it was dark. It was okay. He decided not to go outside. Instead, I lifted my cell phone to the door's little window and checked the signal meter. The bars filled up the meter. And I smiled. Time to hear someone else's voice. I remember thinking, relieved. It was such a strange thing, be afraid of nothing. I shook my head, laughing at myself silently. I hit speed dial for my best friend, Ami's, and held the phone up to me. It rang once, but then it stopped. Nothing happened. I listened to the silence for a good 20 seconds, then hung up. Frowned, and looked at the signal meter again. Still full. I went to dial her number again, but then my phone rang in my hand, startling me. I put it up to my ear. Hello? I asked, immediately fighting down a small shock at hearing first spoken voice in, even if it was my own. I had gotten used to the droning hum, the building's inner working, my computer, and the soda machines in the hallway. There was no response to my greeting at first, but then finally a voice came. Hey, said a clear male. Hey. Obviously, of college age like. Who's this? John. I replied. Oh, sorry, wrong number. He replied, then hung up. I lowered the phone slowly and leaned against the thick brick wall of the stairwell. That was strange. I looked at my received calls list, but the number was unfamiliar. Before I could think on it further, the phone rang loudly, shocking me yet again. Kring, kring. This time, I looked at the caller before I answered. It was another unfamiliar number. This time, I held the phone up to my ear, but said nothing. I heard nothing but the general background noise of the phone. Then, a familiar voice broke my tension. "One?" was the single word in Ami's voice. I breathed a sigh of relief. "Hey, it's you," I replied. "Who else would it be?" she responded. "Oh, the number. I'm at a party on 7th Street, and my phone died just as you..." "This is someone else's phone, obviously." "Okay," I said. "Where are you?" she asked. My eyes glanced over the drab, whitewashed cylinder block wall and the heavy metal door with its small window. "At my building?" Just feeling cooped up. I didn't realize I was so... "You should come here." Laughing. So should I make him feel? "You should come here." "You should come here." "Nah, I don't feel like looking for some strange place by myself in the middle of the night," I said, looking out the window at the silent, windy street that secretly scared me just a tiny bit. "I think I'm just going to keep working or go to bed." "Nonsense!" Is that even... "Nonsense!" he replied. "Why are you guys laughing? This is supposed to be scary." "I can come get you. Your building is close to 7th Street, right?" "How drunk are you?" I asked I asked lightheartedly. "You know where I live." "Of course," he said abruptly. "I guess I can get there by walking, huh?" Okay. "You could if you wanted to waste half an hour," I told him. "How come should I sound drunk?" Oh, of course. How do you sound drunk? I don't think I've drunk ever before. Okay. Ayan, nawala ako. Babae moment. Wait. Okay. Right. He said. "Okay, have to go. Good luck with your work." I lowered the phone once more, looking at the numbers flash as the call ended. Then, the droning silence suddenly reasserted itself in my ear. Slur my words when you're drunk. Right. Okay, I have to go. Good luck with your work. Sorry. Okay, wait. The two strange calls and the eerie street outside just drove home my aloneness in this empty stairwell. Perhaps, having seen too many scary movies. I had the sudden, inexplicable idea that something could look into Door's window and see me. Some sort of horrible entity that hovered at the edge of aloneness, just waiting to creep up on unsuspecting people that strayed too far from other human beings. Man, I totally feel that feeling, like at the edge of your eye where you feel like someone's at you, and you feel like you're just scared, but it's there. Feeling is there. I knew that fear was irrational. But nobody else was around. So, I jumped down the stairs, ran down the hallway to my room, and closed the door as swiftly as I could, while still staying silent. Like I said, I feel a little ridiculous for being scared of nothing, and the fear has already faded. Writing this down helps a lot. Makes me realize that nothing is wrong. It filters out half-formed thoughts and fears and leaves only cold, hard facts. It's late. I got a call from the wrong number, and Ami's phone died. She called me back from another number. Nothing strange has happened. Still, there was something a little off about the conversation. I know it could have just been the alcohol. Or was it even her that seemed off to me? Or was it... Yes, that was it. I didn't realize it until this moment, writing these things down. I knew writing things down would help. She said she was at a party. But I only heard silence in the background. Of course, that doesn't mean anything in particular. As she could have just gone outside to make the call. No. That couldn't be it either. I didn't hear the wind. I need to see if the wind is still blowing. So that was Sunday. That's what happened Sunday. Hello Z-Boy, welcome. Hello Maito, hello Trista, welcome. Yeah, of course. Okay, we're up I think this is the scariest part because, you guys, it's Monday. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Nothing strange so far, right? Nothing strange so far. Although I think we're like reading slowly because I'm trying to enunciate the words more so you guys can. Yeah. You go now to the Monday. Okay. Just another manic Monday. Forgot to finish writing last night. I'm not sure what happened. Wait. I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stair. Up. Okay, I'm sorry. Take the thing. Yeah, nothing is scarier than Monday. Dun 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 dun. I forgot to finish writing last night. I'm not sure what I expected to see when I ran up the stairwell and looked out the heavy metal door's window. It's weird though, bakit heavy metal door? Meron ba apartment na may heavy metal door? Like, okay, now we kind of notice like, weird things na hindi niya, that he didn't like explicitly say, but just described. So first thing is, why is there an apartment in the basement? And why is it a metal door? It's like, for some reason, locking him up or something. I don't know. Metal doors, when you say metal door, it's like something dangerous or like something that it needs protection from, right? That's why you use metal. Yung sila yung parang naging pang-home. How do I make it? I don't know. How do I scarier? Just laughing it off. Metal doors are for asylum. Right, in prisons. Right. Maybe an old bank safe apartment. Really? Is that a thing? Guess anything is a thing. I'm feeling ridiculous. Last night's fear seems hazy and unreasonable to me now. Can't wait to go out into the... I'm going to check my email, shave, shower, and finally get out of here. Wait. I think I heard something. Renovated? Calm podcast? Really? I always end up giving that calm and cozy vibe. It was thunder. That whole sunlight and fresh air thing didn't happen. I went out into the stairwell and up the stairs, only to find disappointment. The heavy metal door still window showed only flowing water. Torrential rain slammed against it. See? The metal door has like a little window. Isn't it like the same for like the asylums and stuff? Weird, right? Weird. Parang ano, you're purposely locked inside. And there's a mini window that people from the outside can. I don't know. I just noticed. Let's see, right? Okay. I mean that's what the creepypasta. Meron din dito yung ano. Here, read that. Wait, where did I stop? Only a very dim, gloomy light filtered in through the rain. But at least I knew it was daytime. Even if it was a grey, sickly, wet day. I tried looking out the window and waiting for lightning to illuminate the gloom. But the rain was too heavy, and I couldn't make out anything more than vague weird shapes moving at odd angles, and the waves washing down the window. Disappointed, turned around. But I didn't want to go back to... Instead, I wandered further up the stairs, past the first door, and the second. The stairs ended at the third floor, the highest floor in the building. I looked through the glass that ran up the outer wall of the stair, but it was that warped, thick kind that scatters the light. Not that there was much to see through the rain to be. Oh, so the metal door was like the main door, I think. Because he has access to the other floor. Is that right? Let's see. Hello, DM. Hello, B. Welcome. I opened the stairwell door and wandered down the hall. The 10 or so thick wooden doors, painted blue a long time ago, were all closed. I listened as I walked, but it was the middle of the day, so I wasn't surprised that I heard nothing but the rain outside. Yeah. And the tens of doors are probably other asylum room. Or maybe I'm just getting ahead of my... I'm anxious. Shuffle. Yeah, I forgot. As I stood there in the dim hallway, listening to the rain, I had the strange fleeting impression that the doors were standing like silent granite monoliths, erected by some ancient forgotten civilization, for some unfathomable guardian purpose. It is locking them in. It was all a dream, mentally ill. Possible. And that's usually what creepypastas are. Lightning flashed, and I could have sworn, for just a moment, the old grainy blue wood looked just like rough stone. I laughed at myself for letting my imagination get the best of me. But then it occurred to me that the dim gloom and lightning must mean there was a window somewhere in the hallway. A vague memory surfaced, and I suddenly recalled that the third floor had an with an up and an inset window halfway down the floor's hole. I mean, the title is Psychosis after all. I love how a good boy is just casual. With a creep past. Dun dun dun. Excited to look out into the rain and possibly see another human being, I quickly walked over to the alcove, finding the large thin glass window. Rain washed down on it, as with the front door's window. But I could open this one. I reached a hand out to slide it open, but hesitated. I had the strangest feeling that if I opened that window, I would see something absolutely horrifying on the other side. Everything's been so odd lately. So I came up with a plan. And I came back here to get what I need. I don't seriously think anything will come of it. But I'm bored. It's raining, and I'm going stir crazy. Alcove, an arched opening in a wall. Oh, okay, thank you. I came back to get my webcam. The cord isn't long enough to reach the third floor by any means. So instead, I'm going to hide it between two soda machines, dark end of my basement hallway, run the wire along the wall and under my door, and put black duct tape over the wire to bend it in with the black plastic strip that runs along the base of the hole. I know this is silly, but I don't have anything better to do. Bored. Well, nothing happened. I propped open the hallway to stairwell door, healed myself, then flung the heavy front door wide open and ran like hell down the stairs to my room and slammed the door. I watched the webcam on my computer intently, seeing the hallway outside my door and most of the stairs. Watching it right now. I don't see anything interesting. I just wish the camera's position was different, so that I could see out the front door. Hey! Somebody's online! I got out an older, less functional webcam that I had in my closet. Video chat with my friend online. I couldn't really explain to him why I wanted to video chat, but it felt good to see another person's face. I couldn't talk very long. We didn't talk about anything mean, but I feel much better. My strange fear has almost... I would feel completely better, but there was something odd about our conversation. I know that I've said that everything has seemed odd, but still, he was very vague in his response. I can't recall one specific thing that he said. No particular name, or place, or event. But he did ask for my email address to keep in. Wait, I just got an email. Okay, Cube, thank you for dropping by. I'm about to go out. I just got an email from Ami that asked me to meet her for dinner at the place we usually go to. I do love pizza. I've just been eating random food from my poorly stocked fridge for weeks. So I can't wait. Again, I feel ridiculous about the odd couple of days I've been having. To destroy this journal when I... Oh, another email. Oh my god. I almost left the email and opened the door. I almost opened the door. But I read the email first. It was from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time. And it was sent to a huge number of emails. That must have been every person he had saved in his address. Had no subject. And it said, simply, seen with your own eyes. Don't trust them, they. What the hell is that supposed to be? The words shock me, and I keep going over and over them. Is it a desperate email that just as something happened? The words are obviously cut off without finishing. On any other day, I would have dismissed this as spam from a computer virus or something. But the words, seen with your own eyes. Can't help but read over this journal and think back on the last few days and realize I've not seen another person with my own eyes or talked to another person face to face. The webcam conversation with my friend was so scary. Now that I think about it, was it eerie? Or is the fear clouding my memory? My mind toys with the progression of events I've written, pointing out that I have not been presented with one single fact that I did not specifically give out unsuspectingly. The random wrong number that got my name, and the subsequent strange return call from Amy. Friend that asked me for my email address. I messaged him first when I saw him online, and then I got my first email a few minutes after that conversation. Oh my god. That phone call with Amy. I said over the phone, I said that I was within half an hour walk of 7th Street. They know I'm near there. What if they're trying to find me? Where is everyone else? Why haven't I seen or heard anyone else in days? No. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I need to calm down. Madness needs to end. Oh, that's true. Hello, I'm Rake. Welcome to the stream. We're currently reading Creepypastas. Yeah, I'm reading Psycho. Crazy. The man's crazy. I don't know what to think. I ran about my apartment furiously, holding my cell phone up to every corner to see if it got a signal through the heavy walls. Finally, in the tiny bathroom, near one ceiling corner, I got a single bump. Holding my phone there, sent a text message to every number in my phone. Not wanting to betray anything about my unfounded fear, simply said, "Seen anyone face to face lately?" At that point, I just wanted any reply back. I didn't care what the reply was, or if I embarrassed myself. I tried to call someone a few times, but I couldn't get my head up high enough. And if I brought my cell phone down even an inch, it lost signal. Then I remembered the computer and rushed over to it. Instant messaging everyone on. Most were idle, were away from their computer. Nobody responded. My messages grew more frantic, and I started telling people where I was and to stop by in person for a host of barely passable reasons. I didn't care about anything by that point. I just needed to see another person. I also tore apart my apartment looking for something that I might have missed. Some way to contact another human being without opening the door. I know it's crazy. I know it's unfounded. But what if? What if? I just need to be sure. I taped the phone to the ceiling in case what? Unfinished. This is unfinished. Just like that, it's Tuesday. Already. Oh, things are starting to get weird. Done. Okay. Okay, I guess it's not an asylum. I don't know. I can't put it together. But it is as he said, it's odd. Let's go to Tuesday. The phone rang. Exhausted from last night's rampage. I must have fallen asleep. Oh, I see, that's why the sentence was. I woke up to the phone ringing and ran into the bathroom. Stood on the toilet and flipped open the phone taped to the ceiling. It was Amy, and I feel so much better. She was really worried about me. Apparently, had been trying to contact me since the last time I talked to her. She's coming over now. Yes, she knows where I am without me telling. I feel so embarrassed. I am definitely throwing this journal away before anyone sees it. I don't know why I'm writing it right now. I'm writing in it now. Maybe it's just because it's the only communication I've had at all. God knows when. I look like hell too. I looked in the mirror before I came back in. Eyes are sunk. My stubble is thicker. And I just look generally unhealthy. My apartment is trashed, but I'm not going to clean. I think I need someone else to see what I've been through. Past few days have not been normal. I am not one to imagine things. I know I have been the victim of extreme probability. I probably missed seeing another person a dozen times. I just happened to go out when it was late at night, or the middle of the day when everyone was gone. Everything's perfectly fine. I know this now. Plus, I found something in the closet last night that has helped me tremendously. Television. I set it up just before I wrote this. It's on in the background. Television has always been an escape for me, and it reminds me that there's a world beyond this dingy brick wall. Man, this man needs to touch some grass. Yeah, the man needs sunlight. I think this also tells how social interaction is important for humans. That's why it's hard for people to live alone. I'm glad Ami's the only one that responded to me after last night's frantic text of everyone I could call. She's been my best friend for years. She doesn't know it, but I count the days that I met her among one of the few moments of true happiness. I remember that warm summer day fondly. It seems a different reality from the dark, rainy, lonely place. I feel like I spent days sitting in that playground, much too old to. just talking with her and hanging around doing nothing at all. Still feel like I can go back to that moment sometime. And it reminds me that this damn place is not all that there is. Finally, a knock on the door. I thought it was odd that I couldn't see her through the camera I hid between two soda machines. Figured that I was bad pussy. Like when I couldn't see out the... Should have known. I should have known. After the knock, I yelled through the door jokingly that I had a camera between the two machines, because I was embarrassed myself that I had taken this paranoia so far. After I did that, I saw her image walk over to the camera and looked down at it. Smiled and waved. Hey! Hey! She said to the camera brightly, giving it a wry look. It's weird, I know. I said into the mic attached to my computer. I've had a weird few. Must have, he replied. Open the door, John. Hesitated. Should I be sure? Hey, humor me a second here. I told her through the... Tell me one thing about us. Just prove to me that you're you. Where's his trustee? He gave the camera a weird look. Alright, he said slowly. We met randomly at a playground when we were both way too old to be there. I sighed deeply as reality returned. God, I've been so ridiculous. Of course it was Ham. That day wasn't anywhere in the world except in my memory. I'd never even mentioned it to anyone. Not out of embarrassment, but out of a strange secret nostalgia and a longing for those days to return. There was some unknown force at work, trying to trick me, as I feared. There was no way they could know about that day. Haha. Haha. Alright, I'll explain everything, I told her. Be right there. I ran to my small bathroom, fixed my hair as best as I could. I looked at this. I looked like hell, but she would understand. Snickering at my own unbelievable behavior and the mess I made of the place. I walked to the door, put my hand on the doorknob, gave the mess one last look. So ridiculous, I thought. My eyes traced over the half-eaten lying on the ground, the overflowing trash bin, the bed I'd tripped to the side looking for God knows what. I almost turned to the door and opened it, but my eyes fell on one last. The old webcam. The one I used for the eerily vacant chat with my friend. Its silent black sphere lay haphazardly tossed to the side, its lens pointed at the table where this journal lay. An overwhelming terror took me as I realized that if something could see through that camera, would have seen what I just wrote about that. I asked her for any one thing about us, and she chose the only thing in the world that I thought they or it did not know. But it did. It did know. It could have been watching me the whole time. Guy. I didn't open the door. I screamed. I screamed in uncontrollable terror. I stomped on the old webcam on the floor. The door shook and the doorknob tried to turn, but I didn't hear Ami's voice through the door. Was the basement door made to keep out drafts too thick? Or was Ami not outside? What could have been trying to get in, if not her? What the hell is out there? Saw her on my computer through the camera outside. I heard her on the speaker through the camera outside. But was it real? How can I know? She's gone now. I screamed and shouted for help. I piled up everything in my apartment against the front door. I really am getting... Oh my god, they skipped. They skipped a Friday. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Skipped. It's Friday. What did it... Hop into Wednesday and Thursday. At least, I think that it's Friday. I broke everything electronic. Oh my god. Crazy. I smashed my computer to pieces. Every single thing on there could have been accessed by network access, or worse, altered. I'm a programmer, I know. Every little piece of information I gave out since this started. My name, my email, my location. None of it came back from outside until I gave it out. I've been going over and over what I wrote. I've been pacing back and forth, alternating between stark terror and overpowering disbelief. I'm absolutely certain some phantom entity is dead set on the simple goal of getting me to go outside. Back to the beginning. The phone call from Amy. It was effectively asking me to open the door and go outside. I keep running through it in my head. One point of view says I've acted like a madman, and all of this is the extreme convergence of probability. Never going outside at the night times by pure luck, never seeing another person by pure chance, getting a random nonsense email from some computer virus at just the right time. The other point of view says that extreme convergence of probability is the reason that whatever's out there hasn't gotten me already. I keep thinking. I never opened the window on the third. Never opened the front door. Till that incredibly stupid start with the hidden camera, after which I ran straight to my room and slammed the door. I haven't opened my own solid door since I flung open the front door of the building. Whatever's out there, anything's out. Never made an appearance in the building where I opened the front. Never made up. Maybe the reason it wasn't in the building already, that was elsewhere getting everyone else. Then it waited. So I betrayed my existence by trying to call Amy. Call which didn't work. Till he called me and asked me my... Terror literally overwhelms me every time I try to fit the pieces of this nightmare together. The email, short, cut off. Is it from someone trying to get word out? Some friendly voice desperately trying to warn me before it came? Seen with my own eyes. Don't trust them. Exactly what I've been so suspicious of. It could have masterful control of all things electronic, practicing its insidious deception to trick me to coming outside. Why can't it get in? It knocked on the door. Must have some solid presence. The door. The image of those doors in the upper hallway as guardian monoliths flashes back in my mind every time I trace this path of thoughts. There is some phantom entity trying to get me to go outside. Maybe it can't get through doors. Ah, the phantom just wants you to touch some grass. Yeah. I keep thinking back over all the books I've read or movies I've seen, trying to generate some explanation for this. Doors have always been such intense foci of human imagination. always seen as wards or portals of special importance. Or perhaps the door is just too thick. I know that I couldn't bash through any of the doors in this, let alone the heavy basement one. Aside from that, the real question, why does it even want me? It just wanted to kill me. It could do it in any number of ways, including just waiting until I starved to death. What if it doesn't want to kill me? What if it has some far more horrific fate in store for me? God, what can I do to escape this nightmare? Hello, Morphe. Yeah, it's a knock on the door. It's getting creepy. Wait, okay. Ito mat. Gonna hydrate. Are you guys following the story or am I reading too fast? I think I have that habit. I hope I'm not going too fast. Oh, okay. Hello, Mikasa. I told the people on the other side of the door, I need a minute to think and I'll come out. I'm really just writing this down so I can figure out what to do. At least, this time I heard their voices. My paranoia. And yes, I recognize I'm being paranoid. Has me thinking of all sorts of ways that their voices could be faked electronically. Voice mod. Okay, thank you. There could be nothing but speakers outside, simulating human voices. Did it really take them 3 days to come to talk? Did it really take them 3 days to come talk to me? Ami is supposedly out there, along with 2 policemen and a psychiatrist. Oh, your boy gone crazy. Ami is supposedly out there, along with 2 policemen and a psychiatrist. Maybe it took them 3 days to think of what to say to me. The psychiatrist's claim would be pretty convincing. If I decided to think this has all been a crazy misunderstanding, and not some entity trying to trick me into opening the door. Oh wait, I read that wrong. And not some entity trying to trick me into opening the door. The psychiatrist had an older voice. Authoritarian, but still caring. I liked it. I'm desperate just to see someone with my own eyes. He said I have something called cyberpsychosis. And I'm just one of a nationwide epidemic of thousands of people having breakdowns triggered by a suggestive email that got through somehow. The email thing kanina. The email earlier, the weird email. I swear he said got through somehow. I think he means spread throughout the country inexplicably, but I'm incredibly suspicious that the entity slipped it up and revealed something. He said I am part of a wave of emergent behavior. That a lot of other people are having the same problem with the same fear, even though we've never communicated. Oh, a lot of people need to touch some grass. That nearly explains the strange email about ice that I got. I didn't get the original triggering email. I got a descendant of it. My friend could have broken down too, and tried to warn everyone he knew against his paranoid fear. That's how the problem spread, the psychiatrist. I could have spread it too, with my text and instant messages online to everybody I know. One of those people might be melting down right now, after being triggered by something I sent them. Something they might interpret any way that they want. Something like a text saying, "Seen anyone face to face lately?" Oh, it's like a butterfly effect of chain messages. Weird. The psychiatrist told me that he didn't want to lose another one. That people like me are intelligent, and that's our downfall. We draw connections so well that we draw them even when they shouldn't be there. That it's easy to get caught up in paranoia in our fast-paced world. A constantly changing place where more and more of our interaction is simulated. I have to give him one thing. It's a great explanation. It neatly explains everything. It perfectly explains everything. I have every reason to shake off this nightmarish fear that something, or consciousness, or being out there wants me to open the door so it can capture me for some horrible fate worse than death. It would be foolish, after hearing that explanation, to stay in here until I starve to death, just despite the entity that might have gotten everyone else. It would be foolish to think that, after hearing that explanation, I might be one of the last people left alive on an empty world, hiding in my secure basement room, spitting some unthinkable, deceptive entity just by refusing to be captured. It's a perfect explanation for every single strange thing I've seen or heard, and I have every reason in the world to let all my fears go and open the door. That's exactly why I'm not going to. How can I be sure? How can I know that what's real and what's deception? All of these damn things with their wires and their signals that originate from some unseen origin, they're not real. I can't be sure. Signals through a camera, faked video, deceptive phone calls, emails, even the television, lying broken on the floor. How can I possibly know it's real? It's just signals, waves, light. The door, it's bashing on the door. It's trying to get in. What insane mechanical contrivance could it be using to simulate the sound of men attacking the heavy wood so well? At least, I'll finally see it with my own eyes. There's nothing left in here for it to deceive me with. I've ripped apart everything else. It can't deceive my eyes, can it? Seen with your own eyes, don't trust them, wait. Was that desperate message telling me to trust my eyes? Or warning me about my eyes too? Oh my god. What's the difference between a camera and my eyes? They both turn light into electric signals. They're the same. I can't be deceived. I have to be sure. I have to be sure. They unknown. I calmly asked for paper and a pen, day in and day out, until it finally gave them to me. Not that it matters. What am I going to do? Poke my eyes out? Bandages feel like part of me. Pain is gone. Figure, this will be one of my last chances to write legibly. As without my sight to correct mistakes, hands will slowly forget the motions in. This is a sort of self-indulgence. This writing is a relic of another time. Maybe I'm certain everyone left in the something far worse. I sit against the padded wall day in and day out. The entity brings me food and water. It masks itself as a kind nurse, an unsympathetic doctor. I think it knows that my hearing has shrunk considerably now that I live in darkness. It makes conversation in the hallway, on the off chance that I might overhear. One of the nurses talks about having a baby soon. One of the doctors lost his wife in a car accident. None of it matters. None of it is real. None of it gets to me. Not like she does. That's the worst part. The part I almost can't handle. The thing comes to me, masquerading as Amy. Its recreation is perfect. It sounds exactly like Amy. Feels exactly like her. It even produces a reasonably facsimile of tears that it makes me feel on its lifelike cheeks. When it first dragged me here, it told me all the things I wanted to hear. It told me that she loved me. She had always loved me. That it didn't understand why I did this. That we could still have a life together. Only I would stop insisting that I was being deceived. Wanted me to believe. No, it needed me to believe that she was real. I almost fell for it. I really did. I doubted myself for the longest time. In the end, though, it was all too perfect, too flawless, and too real. The false Amy used to come every day, then every week, and finally stopped coming altogether. But I don't think the entity will give up. I think the waiting game is just another one of its gambits. I will resist it for the rest of my life if I have to. I don't know what happened to the rest of the world. But I do know that this thing needs me to fall for its deceptions. If it needs that, then maybe, just maybe, I am a thorn in its agenda. Maybe Ami is still alive out there somewhere. Kept alive only by my will to resist the deceiver. I hold on to that hope, rocking back and forth in myself to pass the time. I will never give in. I will never break. I am a hero. Go there, man. The doctor read the paper the patient had scribbled. It was barely readable, written in the shaky script of one who could not see. Oh shit, I'm getting goosebumps! Okay, he wanted to smile at the man's steadfast resolve, a reminder of the human will to survive. But he knew that the patient was completely delusional. After all, sane man would have fallen for the deception long ago. The doctor wanted to smile. He wanted to whisper words of encouragement to the delusional man. He wanted to scream, but the nerve filaments wrapped around his head into his eyes made him do otherwise. His body walked into the cell like a puppet and told the patient once more that he was wrong. and that there was nobody trying to deceive him. Oh my god. Oh, you guys get that? Bro. Is it? Wait. That, does that mean he was right all along? Oh my god. Oh, getting goosebumps. I'm legit getting goosebumps. It just turned right. I totally thought he was insane, but then a sane man would have fallen for the deception long ago. So he's insane, but he's right. That he's insane, but he's right. He was trying to. They were deceiving him. Tama ba? Is that right? The doctor wanted to smile. He wanted to whisper words of encouragement to the delusional man. He wanted to scream, but the nerve filaments wrapped around his head and into his eyes made him do otherwise. Right? He's saying, I guess, yeah, I guess he's saying it. I guess he was correct. He was right all along. He was right all along. Okay. I'm trying to let it sink in. What do you guys think about the story? What do you guys think about the story? Oh, it was kind of a slow burn, but it had a really nice. He sounded delusional, but he was saying that it was. Right to call it psycho. I mean. Oh shit. Yeah, same. Ghost bumps. Okay. I feel deceived. Same. So you shouldn't believe everything you see. You shouldn't easily believe everything you hear the internet or in real life. I think that's the message that I wanted to pass through. I was expecting like the twist where he was mentally ill. He was actually mentally ill. He was imagining everything. Then he ended up being correct. Yes, I too need to touch. Yes. Bottom line is we all need to touch some grass. But staying in the basement kept him safe from whatever that was, right? So maybe you should, just plant some grass inside your room. Okay, that was a nice thing. This one's creepy. This would be so creepy kung ECQ. So true. Let's all touch some. That was a good read though. That was a good read. Walang face-to-face muna, yeah. Para di ba mag-alert level 1 na in some... Going to be alert level 1. They're dropping it to alert level 1 in some... Is it real? Okay. I think... we have... Why you guys want... Sorry for holding a kahero. I'll make sure to touch some grass tomorrow morning. Yes, that. Na kayong papahod. Electronic thing. The nerve fill. Here's the thing. A woman holding an orange shouldn't be scary. Nothing inherently alarming about in a run-of-the-mill grocery. This story takes some... The pig. This is top 40. Top 40. Top 40, the 40 most horrifying creepypastas. Should we jump to like top 10 or something? Let's find something around top. Oh, Squidward Suicide. Have you guys watched Squidward Suicide? It was so weird. Kumalat to dati sa it was on YouTube before. And it was, I think people just passed it around. It was so fun. Maybe we should get something around here. Yes, right. Squidward Suicide was so good. Hello Zaya, welcome. Shattered Life. This is the top rated story of all time. Of course. Be higher too. I think this is a series though. Hello Abella, welcome. Evening. Wait, this good verse. There was another one. There was another creepypasta about SpongeBob where, well, I think it's this, I don't know if it's a different one, but there was like a story that they were watching an uncut episode of SpongeBob, tapos merong, then there was like a horror, a picture of a corpse or... Yeah, we just finished reading Psychosis. Of course. You just read Kahero. Oh, this is the second story. My dead girlfriend keeps... video. My dead girlfriend... You try it. Okay. What if I'm gonna make a poll of random numbers and then kung ano yung Jeff the Killer is the... Oh, now he's top 40. He was right at 40 in this list. I guess there was better. Gee. Has anyone heard of the left? Fire up Boraska. Oh, I think I've heard of this before. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my god. Wait. 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 Just wait. Wait. I don't know if this... I think this was the book I was referring to before. It wasn't a book, it was a creepypasta. What the hell? Ah! Wait. I'm actually not sure. Wait. Let me go straight down. I'm really... No, wait. Ito, wait. It wasn't a book! Ito ba yun? Ito ba yun? Parang hindi. Okay, I don't think this is it. I don't have, like... Oh. Hello! It was a creepypasta all along. I knew it. I don't read books. Wait, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Boraska sounds familiar though. Boraska sounds familiar. But I think this is it. I actually think this is it. I'm not sure. Hello. Okay. Thank you, Avery, for dropping by. I hope you like the first story. Oh, wait. Oh, it was a creepypasta all along. It was in a book. But this is a long story though. Your voice really fits to be a creepypasta reader. I don't know if that's a compliment. Okay, thank you. As a ghost, I will take that as a compliment. I don't know. I have no way. I don't have any way of knowing for real unless I read it. I read it again. But Boraska sounds really familiar. Ito, pag may kapatid siya. no, he has a sister. Can I ever? This is a long story though. It took me like days to finish this one. So I'm probably not going to him. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the book, quote unquote book I was referring to last Minecraft stream, it's this one. It wasn't a book, it's a creepypasta. Yeah. This one. But wala na, I already spoiled you. Okay, Zion, thank you for dropping by. But yeah, if you guys still wanna read it. Well, wait. Weird. Ito may sheriff eh, di ba? I mentioned something about a sheriff. Okay. But at least you finally remember the title. Yeah. Yes, I guess it wasn't a book after all. Ayan, part 2. I think this has part 4. Pag ito may part 4. Oh, no, I'm actually... So weird. Guys wanna... Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is... The search finally comes to an end. I know, right? If I hadn't done this stream, we wouldn't have found out. So I guess this stream was like a blessing in disguise. Okay, second. I forgot your name. You're calling me second account. Thank you for dropping by. Well, at least we found it. So if you guys wanna read, if you guys are interested to read it, yeah, I linked it in the chat. I'll in it. Okay. Okay, back to... Hanap tayo ng maikli ulit. Wait. I think most of the good ones are... Go for it. My dead girlfriend keeps Facebook. Let's see if it's a secret. Oh my, it wasn't that proves that I don't really read books. I do read creepypastas. Tagal na yun eh. 7 years ago. The Smiling Man. It has a video. Baka maka-copyright tayo eh. Okay, wait. Give me a sec. I'll be back real quick. ちょっと待ってね。 Okay, Candy, thank you for dropping by. Smiling man. I'm back. Go ahead, Sil. Thank you for dropping by, Candy. Good night. You've entered the top 10 if you haven't. Let's just find something. this how is this how Kahero came to be? I'm sorry, Kahero. Hello back. That's a new fit. That's a good one. One. Gosh. Yes. Kinda like this like shatter light. I think I want one. It's ready. I just meron silang wanna read something that would get it din alright. You can oh. Series. I wanna try this one, but it's on DC. Want to follow along in Alice's footsteps. Puro nasa Reddit. Raska. Revealed. Oo, ito talaga yun. Ito talaga yun. Hey Zion, thank you for dropping. It was a creep. I'd read it with you, but it's like 4 parts. Kinda long. You know what? Oh wait, no, not the white. Yeah. Dog. Ganda yung layout ng ano kasi. Nagbasa-dasa layout. The Rake. This legendary monster conjured up by a twisted mind on the internet is perfect fodder for those late night horror stories swap. Most iconic supernatural beings from the Wendigo to Bigfoot to the like one. I think the scariest among them are the mental ones. Hello Allure, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Here comes the... Did you already see the MV of Noctix? Yes! Yes. The stuck in the abyss. It was so good. So good. Cookie's voice is so good too. I also like... pedophilia in group. Ah no. Most amazing weight loss treatment ever. Okay, okay. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Maybe we can read this one. Yeah, Yugo. Yugo is really awesome. Hello, Nori. Do you have any horror experiences back when you were still alive? I actually don't remember having one. It's not much of a horror if you know that you're just scaring yourself. I'm not sure. Never really got that horror feel. Usually you get that from retreat and like school stuff, right? But most of the memories I remember were like just me and my friends, my bro, scaring each other. Usually like that. Oh, wait, is this already? No, sayang, I'm already hooked. I don't have it ready to go. My rich American. Okay, bedtime. Walang matutulog. Matutulog. Mostly because of rumors. Yeah, that's true. Okay, bedtime. Let's go. 57 minutes though. Kinda long. Then submitted the most disturbingly. Better. You guys wanna read the bedtime one? You guys wanna read this one? Maybe we can read like up to half part or something. Topics like technology. No sleep. And this submission of examination. We'll go for. Looks interesting. Which one? The bedtime one? Anansi's Goatman story. It reminds me of. What's that game? Oh, you guys want the bedtime one? Or the bedtime one? I guess this will take like around faster. Did you know by just not taking your crash out or just by throwing a paper? Really? Did you mean trash? Okay, let's start. This one is bedtime. Tulog na ba kayo? Hindi. Are you guys gonna sleep? Okay, part 1. We're gonna start with the bedtime one. You guys ready? You know, by just not taking your by throwing or can attract me by throwing ice. Hey, Rayu, have you watched Scream? Is that a movie? Ah, sorry. Okay. Bedtime, let's go. Part 1, the beginning. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. As someone who is trained in the sciences, I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real. But I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. A fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equaled. I will relate it to you all now as best as I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. I was 8 years old at that time, and until then I had shared a room, quite happily, with my older brother. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room at the back of the house. It was a small, narrow, yet oddly elongated room, large enough for a bed, and a couple of chests of drawers, but not much else. I couldn't really complain because, even at that age, I understood that we did not have a large house, and I had no real cause to be disappointed, as my family was both loving and caring. It was a happy childhood. During the day, a solitary window looked out onto our back garden. Nothing out of the ordinary. But even during the day, the light which crept into that room seemed almost hesitant. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk air beds, which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. Yeah, we all like top bunks. From the very first night, I remember a strange feeling of unease creeping slowly from the back of my mind. I lay on the top bunk, staring down at my action figures and cars strewn across the green-blue carpet, as imaginary battles and adventures took place between the toys on the floor. I couldn't help but feel that my eyes were being slowly drawn towards the bottom bunk, as if something was moving in the corner of my eye. Something which did not wish to be seen. The bunk was empty, impeccably made with a dark blue blanket tucked in neatly. partially covering two rather bland white pillows. I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was a child. And the noise sleeping under my door, my parents' television, bathed me in the warm sense of safety and well-being. I fell asleep. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving. There was no doubt about that. At first, I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that narrowly suffocating room. Two thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise. The second thought turned to the noise. A noise which had obviously woken me. Oh no, not when I'm alone in my room with the lights off. Oh no. Hello Delmar, welcome to the stream. We're reading Creepypastas. As the last cobwebs of sleep withered from my mind, the noise took on a more familiar form. Sometimes the simplest of sound can be the most unnerving. Cold wind whistling through a tree outside, a neighbor's footsteps uncomfortably close, or in this case, simple sound of bed sheets rustling in the dark. That was it. Bed sheets rustling in the dark as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door, shut as it had been as I'd fallen. Perhaps my mom had checked in on me, and the cat had sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must have been it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope I could fall back to sleep. I moved, rustling noises from underneath me. I thought I must have disturbed my cat. But quickly, I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more sinister. As if alerted to, and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the almost impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I didn't want to jump down to safety as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness. So I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. The door finally, and thankfully burst open, and I lay bathed in light while the bottom bunk, the resting place of my unwanted visitor, lay empty and peaceful. I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear followed by relief streamed down my face. Yet, through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it, or uttered a single syllable of its existence. Whether that was the truth, I did not know. But as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. I'm using the stream as my background music until I fall. Well, good luck. Yeah, how do you sleep? I'm getting goosebumps just from the first part. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. Eventually, my anxiety diminished. Tiredness pushed me back towards sleep, but I remained restless, waking several times momentarily to the sound of rustling bed sheets. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that narrow, suffocating room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long, sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown, and we could hide in the bushes, climb the huge sycamore tree, which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure in some untamed exotic land. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window. Ordinary, slight, and innocuous. But for me, that thin boundary was a looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden, filled with the smiling faces of my friends, could not extinguish the creeping feeling clawing its way up my spine, each hair standing on end. The feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest. I didn't even make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I simply and sullenly walked into that room, climbed a few steps into the top bunk, and then waited. As an adult, I would be telling everyone about my experience, but even at that age, I felt almost silly to be talking about something which I really had no evidence for. I would be lying. However, if I said this was my primary reason, I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind. No matter how blatant or obvious they are, one word came to me that second night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twist of the bedsheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk, That word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repression, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mouth. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bedsheets lay calm and dormant, but they have been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I couldn't imagine its chest rising and falling with its sordid, wheezing and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay, as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for the perverted breath of my, as yet, unseat bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. This movement, however, was driven by awareness, with purpose, with a goal in mind. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breathing had become louder, as now only a mattress and a few flimsy wood slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. Hello Chonk, welcome to the stream. Dalayo talaga yan. Yes. Tingnan daw yung huminga. Did you guys hear that? I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. Fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else burst through my veins. I would not have believed that this fear would have been heightened. But I was so wrong. I imagined that this thing would look like sitting there, listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. Began to touch the wooden slats with my mattress sawed on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Brush ka ba? Yes, of course. Then with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress Okay, I think I read it wrong. Wait, let me read that again. Then with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even through the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again, I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course, she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. 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 This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide the abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother. I would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place. The room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. Got my sound effect. Did you guys hear that? Oh, you guys didn't hear that. No, yeah, if I was the boy, I would ask to be, switched to a different room, or just, I don't know, get a different bed or something. Okay, where did we stop? Wait, let me hydrate. Imagine that, I'll always sleep with my parents if that's the case, yeah. I'd rather sleep on the couch, but if it follows you there. Kaya gusto ko sa bottom bunk lang. Mas madaling umalis. No, if you stay on the bottom bunk, you'll see them peeping from above. You'll see them peeping. Are you guys scared? To be. Imagine sleeping on the bottom bunk, and then when you look up, I don't know, when you peek through the blanket, you'll see someone peeking from above. That's okay. We continue. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything. naman justify ko lang naman bakit ako nasa bottom bunk. Oh, I'm sorry. Si Han tulog na. Hanyo tulog na. Palakasan kayo magkalog na ka. One eye open when I'm sleeping. How? How? That's not even sleeping. Ayos, I skip mo na to. Hindi ko na, actually, I forgot. Wait. I think... Yeah, with time. Okay. How are you guys faring right now? Hope you're okay. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything. No matter how horrific. I had come to realize that, for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. After a few moments, I had grown accustomed to my nightly visitor. Do not mistake this for some unearthly friendship. I detested that thing. I mean, who wouldn't? Basta pasok buong katawan sa kumot. Paano pag pumasok din siya sa loob ng... I still feared it greatly as I could almost sense its desires and its personality, if you could call it that. One filled with a perverted and twisted hatred, yet longing for me, for perhaps all things. Weird. No, notice me senpai moment. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the only thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. No, I'd rather not. Jawain. Things like that. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. What is this? Hello, Patricia. Is this how loft came to be? Kaya pala nauso yung loft, no? Dahil dito. Hello, back. Oh no! Tawas tumawag sa kanya. Oh no! Okay. Wait. Where did I see? As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family was not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Hello na, welcome. Hello to everyone who just came in. We're reading Pastas. Most terrifying of all. Ginawa niya ng loft lahat. I woke gradually, as the room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and even to this day, I shudder to think of it. But there was no noise. No rustling of sheets. No movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless. Yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. In my bed. Oh my God. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. I could not scream. I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence. But I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless, in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. Sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point. A moment where I could wait no more. Where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best as I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind. But how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. What if it was asleep? I hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. After all, I have been doing just that for countless nights. And now with me under it pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me. Maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment. Like a wild animal, savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and muttering and mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached slowly with my right hand, began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it. But as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold. Something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. Confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as moved to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled into my stomach, and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in dust, the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. I could not bring myself to touch its face. Dear God, it moved. It moved. It was solid, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. Its hand and arm slowly coiled around me. My right leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. Strange. I realized that this clutching, rancid thing, which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed, was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall, like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly its grip moved from a slowly tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes, as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, breathing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why I was so eager to suddenly strike. Why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, tricked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest, its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. That's okay. But it's like a spider-ish. Like I'm getting goosebumps. I'm like, as the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then. Now, I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop the thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Now it's not scary. Imagine your bed close to the wall right now. Weeks passed without incidents, yet on one cold frostbitten night I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. In a moment it passed. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. I have never told anyone this story before. To this day, I still break out in a cold sweat at the sound of bed sheets rustling in the night, or a wheeze brought on by a common cold, and I certainly never sleep with my bed against the wall. Call it superstitious, you will, but as I said, I cannot discount conventional explanations such as sleep paralysis, hallucinations, or that of an overactive imagination. But what I can say is this. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that strangely suffocating, elongated place as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room. Just one big enough for a bed and a few. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. So that thing was only hunting that room. Imagine the young boy lasting for like ilang seasons, and then the parents just lasting 10 days. Then they had to move house after. Exactly my bed setup now. Imagine something creeping out from the This is actually a different take. We're usually scared of things. I mean, like under the bed, right? Under the bed or like bottom bunk. But this dude takes the cake coming out from the wall. I need to close my eyes to wash my face. Skipping skincare. Rather be musty and crusty now. I also have another like a similar anxiety where I don't like washing my face in front of a mirror because I feel like whenever I rinse my face and then I open my eyes, something would be peeking in the mirror, or like a different uh, a different reflection would show. My bed is also closed. Good luck to everyone. Do you guys want a part two? Guys want a part? It's almost 12 though. Might take a while. Baka hindi na talaga tayo makatulog. Maybe we can leave part 2 next time. Just to save you guys from not being able to properly sleep. Wag na matulog. Hello, Ringo. Oh, we all need sleep. I think this is also long. God. Oh, it's really long though. It's really long. I think it's longer than the first. Where is part 3? Oh, I think this is just part. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, wait. I think I missed the part 3. Oh, I guess it's not that long. Okay. I think we can go for another one. Part. Oh, I think it's doable. Part 2 is pretty short. Yeah. Okay, let's go part 2. It's Rayu's fault. I was politely asking you guys if you guys want the part 2. Baka ibang part naman ng kama. Minsan nga 5 AM ako. Naku, masama yan. Your body will not be able to recuperate properly. To be sleeping well. Makakatulog pa ba tayo after this? Of course. Why not? It's not like I'll be if fruits come from seeds, from fruit. Where did the first seed? Hello, Burry. That's some philosophical question right there. Like the chicken and the egg kind of thing. Hello, Yana May. Welcome. Tamang lurk lang me. I'm enjoying. Really? Ayoko na sa bed sa banig ako matutulog. Okay, let's go part 2. Aga pa eh. Aga pa ba? It's already I'm torn. It's already 12. Sige na, next time na lang. So you only have 10 minutes till 12. Won't be fun if you rush this. Walang patayan ng ilaw mo. Imagine someone Getting old. And mafe-feel mo may nakapatong sa'yo above the blanket. And suddenly, I'm here for you. I don't know if the mic picked. Okay, Tristan, thank you for dropping by. Good luck with your modules. Sana gwapo yun. So true. If it's fine if it's your eye, really. You like me? Kakalabating ko kayo sa paa. I will make kalabit your paa. Aso konyo. Yeah, good luck, Tristan. Gambate. I hope you finish. Okay, we can just, you know, that until 12. Wag. No. Tatagos lang naman, you won't be able to kick me. I don't know how that works though. If Ghost can touch you, then why can't you touch Ghost? Like, there's some sort of energy imbalance. Hello Meryl, welcome. We finished one story and one part of the story. It's kinda long. It is long. I mean the cursor, I mean the scroll bar is like did you guys like the stories? Did you guys like the stories we read? But ayun, if someone wasn't here earlier when I mentioned it and was curious about the book, quote unquote book I was talking about last Minecraft stream, apparently it wasn't a book. Apparently it was a creepypasta, and we just found out about it earlier. I pinned the creepypasta thread in the chat, so if you guys want to read about it, about the amazing plot twist, it really deserves #1 in this list. I swear to me, it was amazingly written. It was really good. It's better if you guys read it on your own. Cause ghosts are cool. Because they're perv ghosts should stop touching without consent. Right, yeah. So true. Even if they're lonely, they should ask. I mean, we should ask for consent, right? I will always ask for your consent. Like, hello there, can I touch your feet? Baka naman you can touch humans, pero nararamdaman ng humans ang galing sa. That's usually it, right? Whenever ghosts come across humans, you only feel the cold. What story is this though? We read Psychosis earlier, and now it's bedtime. Only one part of bedtime though, because it's really long. Hello Moody, welcome. No, I like your voice though, but no, I don't like these. Well, I'm glad to know that you like my. I hope my narration was okay. I was slurring a lot. I feel like I was slurring a lot. I hope it was understandable though. Kaya pala walang ma-search na book. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't really remember. But apparently it was it. Hello Moody, welcome. Why are you confused? Yes, love the story. The narrator did a really good job. Oh, thank you. I tried my best to be a good narrator. So it's also practice for me. Hand holding na lang. Sige. Can I hold your hand? Would you like me to hold your hand? You're a good ghost boy. Yes, yes I am. Yes I am. I am a very, very good ghost boy. I will ask for consent. I will ask for consent before haunting you. Hello, hello. Maybe I will ask for consent first, and maybe like, I don't know, haunt you a few days after. But I will catch you by surprise. So it will still be scary, something like that. For a horrifying but fun Ashwin. I'm sorry. Enjoyed every thank you. You've improved in a short really? Thank you. Yay. I guess you should do this next time again. Do you guys want to read the whole bedtime? We can get another creepypasta read. It was fun though. I really did have good. Hello Dim, hello again. Welcome. Your narration is good. Thank you. Ano yun? It's a practice for ASMR. I don't think my mic is fit for ASMR. I wanted to buy the binaural mic. Maybe we can have a creepypasta reading with the binaural mic next time. ASMR creepypasta. Let's go. Your voice is very soothing. Thank you. Okay, good night, Meryl. Thank you for. We're almost done anyway. We're just finishing to 12. Rayu, you can do anything to me. You have full consent to scare me. Okay. Okay, I will ask everyone for consent now. Can I scare you again next time? For our next creepypasta reading. Living by your true nature. Yes. I'm not scared. I enjoy the breathing. I don't know. That's kind of creepy, man. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. For listening to the creepypastas. Okay, I have full consent. That gave me full consent to scare them anytime. So I'm gonna do another creepypasta reading stream. Hope you guys can join me again. I'll choose shorter ones next time. Para makarami-rami. Or we can continue bedtime. This is pretty long. Long enough part. This is really. I think this is up to part 5. But I'm worried because if continue. Yeah, it's. Thank you for listening to me. For listening to the creepypastas. I'll try to choose shorter ones next. Thank you everyone. You guys, whenever you thank me for work, it feels really feel good. Thank you. Thank you so much for appreciating what I do. You'll motivate me to. Because after the recent events, like you guys know about what happened to the right, I realized that YouTubers are fleet. YouTubers are like, I don't know. How do I describe? Basically, really, because we're just here making content right now. You guys are watching live, and after graduation, after we graduate, wala na. It's done. So I wanted to. I think I've watched this from Matsuri-san. You also talked about it like this. Thinking about that, thinking about how our our time together very important, makes me feel very thankful that you guys are here. Suddenly emotional after creepypasta. But yeah, I'm really grateful that you guys are here with me, no matter what I'm doing. Thank you. I'll just a shorter one next time. Oh yeah. Although I'm not graduating anytime soon, I still have my goals. So I still cherish everyone's support. I won't be growing like this if you guys aren't supporting me. I'm really happy. I I might not be commenting in the YouTube videos anymore, but I heart them. Please know that I appreciate each and every one of them. I go back to them whenever I feel like demotivated or like I'm out of ideas, because your appreciation of us means a lot. I love you guys too. I love you all as a friend. ありがとう。みんなありがとう。Right, so that's it. Oh, it's already 12. You're doing what you like is quite inspiring. ありがとう。Yes. I love you all. I love you all as a friend. Mwah. Okay. I guess that's it for today, everyone. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for reading with me. It was fun. It was fun. You just had to drop the as a friend. You know, just making it clear. Mwah, as a friend. Yes. Yes, that is true. Beso beso as a friend. Mwah, mwah. Okay, good night everyone. Otsurayu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to today's stream. Fun. Oyasumi. Bye bye, Otsurayu. Good night. I hope you guys have a very good and not scary sleep. Otsurayu. Oyasumi. Bye bye. Thanks again. Mwah.